hand. Oh, you gave me your hand. I'm gonna cry. Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be looking at people who dodged a bullet. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. Was always curious what became of my high school girlfriend, aka that girl that tolerated my presence in high school and made out with me a couple of times. So I stalked her a bit on Facebook. Turns out she's happily married to some lady with a house in the country and like 1 billion dogs. So clearly this would have not worked out as I'm allergic to dogs. Okay. That was kind of like a twist because I was expecting like something bigger, but then I just got something wholesome and then I realized why they wouldn't have worked out. I thought he was going to be like, yeah, my girlfriend killed someone. I was engaged to this guy who was apparently engaged to this other girl too. I dumped him, of course, and they got married. He strangled her to death. What? Yo, you never know who you're getting married to, hey? That's freaking scary. Wow, he literally proposed to 2 girls. Yo, he's trying to live that double life and now he's gonna live in prison. Nice. But I didn't expect the story to go there. I thought it was just gonna be like, yep, he cheated on me. Yep, dodged a bullet. But they dodged death. My very first girlfriend, whom I truly loved at the ripe age of 17, dating for about 7 months. We had plans to move interstate together. She moved first to secure the accommodation. I was to follow a week later once I'd finished working. 2 days in, she told me not to bother because she's met someone. I was devastated for a whole year afterwards. Just like that. She ended up marrying the guy and moved in with him and his best friend. Lived together happily for a few years. No issues with the marriage whatsoever. One summer, ex-girlfriend, hubby and housemate all decided to go on a 3-week road trip together. Partway through, hubby gets called back to work and has to fly home. Ex and housemate finished the trip and returned home. Upon returning, ex and housemate announced they had discovered their undying love for each other on the trip and would henceforth be an item. Hubby understandably crushed. Here's the kicker. Not only did the 3 of them live together, so hubby had to listen to them do it every night. But hubby and housemate worked together in the same company, in the same cubicle, directly opposite each other. Why did he not like move out afterwards? Well, this girl is just a walking red flag though, but I just don't understand why the husband would just stay living with them still. Because I feel like if that happened to me, Yo, I'll be so mad. I mean, obviously anyone would be mad, but I don't think I could continue living with them. Every single time I see the faces, I would just want to like punch someone. Why do they still live together? I'm just a bit confuzzled here. And they work together? Oh, no. That could not be me. Like, oh my God. If I worked with the girl that my husband cheated on with, no, never. Why am I acting like I'm married? I'm not married. I'm so single, dude. But yeah, hey, at least I don't have to go through things like this, right? Thank gosh I'm single and I have my pupper. She tried to stab the next guy she wound up with and did a little jail time. Came out an addict and proceeded to destroy herself. On a positive note, she's good now, but if I see her coming down the street, I'm crossing the street. Don't you ever think about like what your life would be like if you ended up with someone? Like how different it would be? And whatever, like good or bad. I think about that a lot, honestly. So I remember after high school, I rejected this dude. And sometimes I wonder like what life would be like if we were together. Dude, maybe I'm just so single now. I'm like regretting everything, right? It's funny though, because you think about it and now you start to think like, why didn't I see that in him? Like he was such a great guy, but I just didn't see it. I think it only happens when you've been with like bad people. How do you even call them? Like not so good people, and then they kind of hurt you so bad. And the other guy was so much better. Yeah, I don't even know, honestly. I'm just getting old, that's why. Everyone be getting married and I'm just sitting here with my dog like, what? I don't know, man. Teenage minds are just a bit weird. You always go for the bad people. Talked to a girl over text for a while that I was attracted to, but it never really went anywhere. Couple years later, see a news article that she was arrested for conspiring to plant bombs at her workplace. They found fan art of her favorite serial killer at her home and discovered that she had been sending mail to him in jail through a full-on undercover FBI investigation. Yeah, this person really dodged a freaking rocket. What the heck? She had a favorite serial killer? Dude, thank gosh your love didn't go anywhere. This girl has a favorite serial killer. What the heck is that? Oh my gosh, I have heard about those people though. Like they'll be thinking this serial killer is so hot and they were like, I know you didn't do it, or I still love you kind of thing. Bro. You wouldn't like them if they chop your arms off, hey? Some people are just so dumb that it blows my mind, honestly. Was incredibly close to a gorgeous girl in my friend group. We'd dance at raves together, make out drunk, and talk on the phone for hours most nights. Whenever I'd ask her on a date, she'd say, I don't think I'm ready for a boyfriend yet, but I like what we have. Well, eventually she starts dating an ex-con. She runs a few $1,000s on her dad's credit card and gets kicked out of her house. She moves in with her now boyfriend, and one day her boyfriend trashes the place, and so they get kicked to the streets. A few years go by and she's been arrested a few dozen times and serves a 3-year prison sentence. What? It's always like that though, you know? Whenever they say, I'm not ready for a boyfriend yet, and then they get into a relationship. I don't think I'm ready for a relationship yet, and then they start dating the next girl. Okay. No, but like this, right? Like her life could have been so different if she dated someone else. The fact that her boyfriend had such a bad influence on her, woo, crazy. Dated a guy in high school for about 6 months. He broke up with me for another girl. They didn't last long and I ended up moving a state away. He would come visit. I decided I wasn't going to keep a long distance relationship at 15. He was 18 or 19 and I cut it off. A 19-year-old dating a 15-year-old? Yeah. A few years later, I got a call that he had run away to another state with this then 16-year-old girlfriend. He would have been 24 or 25. He ended up killing her when they got to their destination. Literally dodged that bullet. Oh my gosh. Obviously, if you're only 15 and the person who wants to date you is like 19 or 20 or like 25, do not do anything with them, okay? Don't even talk to them, block them, please, okay? It's so sad though, because I feel like most people who get into relationships like this, they just want some love from someone and they really think the person who's a lot older than them really love them. It's just sad. I was dating a guy a few months ago that was the sweetest person ever. 10 out of 10 in every single way. He just got arrested for murdering 2 people. Literally the meme, he's a 10 but he murdered 2 people. Yo, what in the heck is... Dude, I can't even English. What in the world is this? I dated a guy for a few months and I really liked him, but something just started to feel off. He was never aggressive or weird, but still there was something that didn't feel right. I ended up breaking up with him over text. I know, horrible, but I was a teenager and didn't want to break up face to face. He then said things like he hoped I would die, but never straight to me, to my best friend who had introduced us. In fact, I never heard or saw from him again, until a while after. Apparently, he had stabbed the girl he was dating when she told him she wanted to break up. He then injured her in other ways, ran from the cops and even attacked a cop before being arrested in a neighboring country. So yeah, even though I really liked him, I'm glad my spidey sense was tingling. Wow. And they were a teenager? Yo, that's crazy. I feel like most teens would make excuses for the person that date even if they're like really bad. Because, you know, we're teenagers, hormones, right? You just think, no, it's just nothing. I'm sure he'll grow out of it. So this teen is pretty smart, man. Back in high school, I met a guy who had the same birthday as my dad and my grandfather. He was also left-handed, just like my dad and grandfather. We clicked instantly and I thought these were all signs we were meant to be. But for some reason, every time he asked me out, I got an overwhelming weird feeling and said no. Eventually, he moved on and I kicked myself for the longest time for messing things up with my soulmate. Then he dated my friend. He took her somewhere remote and then assaulted her. Yo, thank gosh they listened to the gut feelings. Dude, I thought this was gonna be like, and then I found out we were siblings. You know, I literally thought that's where it was going because they were like, you know, he's so much like my dad, he's so much like my grandpa. He's actually my brother. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.